Cause your vibe, it be different. Can shine in your eyes what I'm missing. Your body Ferrari, but your mind is my interest. You find it, you'll find it in the sky. We gon' ride the ecliptic like a Mercury transit.
Peace, y'all. Say with Star Card Astrology, and I'm here to give you your daily astrology guidance for Friday, September 16th, 2022. And I just want to say like, subscribe, comment. It helps this channel improve. It helps it grow. And we want to get this information out to as many people as possible. Because, you know, we all need it right now. And the ones of us that are searching for this information definitely need to know that we're not alone. So, let's pop right into this here. Okay. All right. So, we have this moon that is making its transit through Gemini today. And it's crossing over Aldebaran. And it will pass over this Mars that's in shadow. Okay? So, emotionally, we can feel all over the place. But we need to stay focused on the facts about what we need to do and how we want to move forward. This is where we can definitely find the answers to a lot of things, I would say. But we also can't lose ourselves in our heads, right? Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and both the moon and Mars are in Gemini, and Mercury is retrograde. So again, this can bring up us kind of where we might feel like we're losing ourselves a little bit, especially emotionally. We can be feeling off with that dispositor of the moon and Mars and Gemini, which is Mercury in retrograde in Libra, right? So we really want to make sure that we're not getting too heady. We're not overthinking. We're not, getting lost in where our minds can take us today. Especially when, this Mars is quincunx, the node still, semi-sextile, the north node. Oh my goodness. If it doesn't happen one time, then it's just not, it's not AO. Right? The sun's now at 23 degrees Virgo, right? We're getting close to the end of Virgo season. And it's making its opposition with Neptune here. And it'll be exact tomorrow. So definitely can get caught up in feeling like we're maybe in the wrong place, or that our environment isn't exactly where we want to be. Sorry, I just held in a yawn there. We definitely don't want to, get caught up in being like, well, I see myself in this higher place that I'm not in currently. But if you think about 5-10 years, in the past, we've been building up to where we are now. And it's more about focusing on where we're at now and how to improve where we are Yeah, and Venus is catching up to the sun now, right? It's moving fairly fast, right? A degree and 14 minutes a day. The sun is moving 58 minutes a day. So pretty soon here we're going to see Venus flip, right, from the morning star to the evening star. And for a lot of us, it could be a good thing, right? It could be a good thing for a lot of us, right? Who, for me, I do this. It's about to be 6 a.m. I'm up late, and I'll get to see Venus at night for sure. We won't see her in the morning because the sun will rise first. Right now, Venus is rising a couple minutes before the sun does. So if you're up early, I know for me, when the sun rises, I'm usually going to bed when the sun rises. If I took a minute to go look outside, then I could see Venus there shining like a bright star. And I have to say, Venus be going into the dark, it's not all bad, but it has implications of finances and things, and love's going into the I don't want to say the underworld, but more of a place where it's more of a subconscious thing. It's not in the forefront, right? It's not with the sun shining during the day, but it will shine at night. It will shine at night. So for those of us that are night owls, this could be good. I mean, I don't want to say it's all bad because Venus is the only planet that is direct. It's the only planet moving forward. It's not retrograde. It's definitely not in a bad space, especially with the sun. So we could see some good things happen in the next few days as it pulls away from the sun. We could see a lot of things change pretty quickly when it comes to financial markets, love aspects, especially when, Venus does ingress into Libra, comes close to Mercury retrograde. We could see a lot of things come up when it comes to relationships. Definitely heavy on the X energy, definitely heavy on maybe some type of things in relationships that will get exposed, some type of communication. This is where you can find out your partner's been talking to somebody else, cheating, lies have been kept, things like that. But that's coming up. That's not today. But there's, a culmination of these things occurring. But the moon does, meet up with Aldebaran, which is good. So, emotionally, we definitely can feel more protected, more guided today. But, Mercury's still with its opposition to Jupiter. And we still have the regular outer planets doing the same things they've been doing because they move a lot slower. So, Saturn is getting ready for its exact square. And Pluto is now trine the sun within 3 degrees. So it's still right now the smaller changes that will bring about bigger changes. And this is to, it could be to our schedule. Like for me, I still haven't worked in a better time to go to the gym. I've been completely throwing that off. I haven't been to the gym consistently for a little while now. And, I could say this, that, whatever it is. I've had my babies for the last 2 weeks. And, I could say whatever reason, Even with this, last week, Friday and the weekend didn't work out for me. But it's just about knowing the minor changes and taking the time to make those changes. Whether it's with scheduling or just the structure of how we're doing things. And that will, again, bring a greater change later on as we implement them and stick to them. Because, I'm going to keep reminding us here, Mars is going to go retrograde on the 31st. And we're going to see Pluto come direct. Like a little bit before that. So major change is coming. It's going to look kind of wild outside, but we need to focus on our personal lives, what we're trying to build, what we've been working on, and we'll watch that grow as long as we're constantly working on it. As long as we're, these little things need to change here. Okay, boom. Let me change it. Let me order this so that this will be easier, right? Let me, reorganize. Let me, completely, I don't know why it always loses me, but, shift everything around when you I don't know why the word's losing me right now. But, it's like if I wanted to move my set around and move my studio around, right? That's more of a smaller change, but in the grand scheme of things, but it's a big change when it comes to just my studio, right? And I've been thinking about, well, maybe there's a better way I could set this up. Maybe there is, like, maybe I could put this booth in a different location and, maybe put it over here. I don't know. There's different things that I could try to figure out how to do. But I am pretty happy with the way it is right now. It's like, I bought this cover for my couch, and I should probably buy another one for my other couch, right? Because they're pretty old, and it just brings the vibe up, makes it a little more comfortable. They're Astrology, they have the constellations on them. It just brings the vibe up, right? So it's little things that will continue to improve, right? I can look at the lighting, look at adding more lighting, which I probably have been slacking on, because I probably should get another one of these lights here, put it over in the corner. I only have so much I can plug in before I start blowing fuses and stuff, because I have AC running. There's a ice box over there. I have a lot of things plugged in all at once. But there's ways. There's ways. There is absolutely ways. I could take this light out that's just a white light and probably put one of these lights up there, and that way I don't have to plug something new in. Right? That'll set the vibe a little bit better in here. I don't know. You got to try. It's just about trying different things, but it's the smaller things that will improve in the long run. And that's what we need to continuously stay focused on for the next few days, for today, this Friday. Especially if you're not feeling 100%, don't commit fully to something. Back out. Focus on the things that are going to, bring more value into life and to the direction you're trying to head in. But, our luck, not even our luck, our good fortune. I don't want to say luck, because it's not about luck, right? It's about setting ourselves up. It's about aligning with the right energy. So that comes through the right relationships right now. And maintaining positive communication with the ones that really get it. And the reason I say this is because we do have Fortuna that is in 10 degrees Libra, right? The part of Fortune is at 21 degrees Leo. So it's about those relationships that really express love, that love themselves enough to value the connections that they make, and stand behind their word. I wouldn't say that today would be too much of a difficult day. I think it would, it would be a little bit different if we were seeing some different aspects that we haven't already been going through. All these retrogrades, we've been making it through. So it's gonna get crazier, but like emotionally, mentally harder. I wouldn't say that today. I'd say right along par with how it's already been. If anything, maybe this is a day where we can figure out a lot more things about what we need to do and how we need to move, even emotionally, right? With the moon in Gemini. But it's more about not allowing ourselves to get sporadic with our energy, with our emotions, up and down everywhere. Just stay focused on the facts, and everything will fall into place. So, the card for today is this 5 of Swords reversed. So I think we're coming out of this conflicted place we've been at mentally. I think we are going to figure out a lot more about what we need to do and how we want to move and what direction. I think we're getting over this victim feeling that we may have been having, this, feeling like we're never winning. I think we're getting out of that. And we need to make sure that, if we have been playing the victim or been feeling like the victim, like, realize that it's all in our mind, and that our mind is what will change that outcome. We have to remind ourselves that if we feel like we're not winning, it's because we believe that we're not winning, that we believe that we're not winners. We have to believe that we deserve to win, that we deserve the highest frequencies that the universe can give us, that we deserve a beautiful life, and truly believe it in our hearts and our minds, our soul. It's when we have the doubt that essentially doesn't give us that 100% commitment to believing that we can be winners, that we can win, that we can succeed. So it's time to rise out of that. It's time to let all that go and empower ourselves and stop feeling like a loser, because we're not losers. We just fail on the way to success. That's part of the process. So I hope that helped. And until next time, one love.
Cause your vibe may be different than shine in your eyes what I'm missing. Your body Ferrari, but your mind is my interest. You finding the sky, we gon' ride the ecliptic.